beautiful. Okay, so honestly, I'm not intending for anyone to watch these. The reason why I'm starting these is I work from home, as you can probably see. That's my bed, and those are the great outdoors. And if I was working in an office, this wouldn't cut it. I'm just getting tired of having no one to talk to. So I just want to record me talking, just having a conversation, and just getting my mind active. And so I decided, I downloaded this app that gives me like a thought of the day every day. And what happens is, well, what I plan to do is I just want to talk about it. And without further ado, let's get into it. So the thought of the day today: if you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. That's just gonna put my phone down. That's actually beautifully put. I think action is the most important thing that a man can do, right? Like, I personally believe that God does send you, regardless of your age, opportunities your way, and depending on what you have on your plate and whatnot, and the type of person you are. I think some people are just more inclined spiritually, and there's a reason why we could have only one Picasso and the Van Goghs, the Bruce Lees, Jackie Chan's. Not everyone could be them. Some people are just more blessed in certain ways than others, and everyone's blessed more in one way and whatnot. And with that said, what I'm trying to get at is when that higher ups, whatever it may be, I believe that there is a God. That if there's a God up there, which I do believe, and he says, you know what, it's your time to shine. What happens is, I like to think of us logically like a computer. We have these antennas, right? And what happens is God's like, okay, you know what? It's time for him to get a blessing. Boop, and then your antennas go off. And these ideas aren't explicit, like what came to me in a dream, right? It's more like you'll just be at the right place at the right time. So one of the ideas that I had, or at least recently, was to start making YouTube videos. Something that I've always wanted to do, but I just couldn't figure out how, because I didn't know what to talk about. And naturally, what ended up becoming true for me was I was just reading, and last night I was at a point where I just prayed, and I wanted something that would give me enough to talk about, enough content, right? And something about me is I'm a very opinionated person, or not an opinionated, actually, I'll take that back, because I'm a learner. So with that, what it means is I like to expose myself to new theories and new ideas, new anything. If I'm being honest, as long as it challenges the person I am today, I'm game. Sign me up. So with that said, I wanted something that could engage me enough on a daily basis, that wasn't repetitive, and I could just make content on. And honestly, yeah, I'm a big fan of these creators called, the Nice Stat Brothers. And with I'm sorry guys, I'm working here. The Nice Stat Brothers, and with them, the beauty is the one thing that almost both of them say most commonly, or most, if I was to take an average of all the videos I've taken, one thing that I've distilled from that, right, is action. And if you know anything about their story, you already know what they've been through. And if you don't know, I won't do it any justice. And just go do it yourself. Like, look into it. But the one thing that they did was to start, and they started. And having started, they ended up having this faith of a mustard seed now into this tree. Like, if you look at Casey Neistat, this guy's filthy rich. And so with that said, I think it's important when you have ideas that whatever the powers may be blesses you, makes your antennas go, that's when you start working on it. And the work can done, okay, like for instance, the work can be as something as small as come up with a name if it's a business venture, and then it feels a little bit more official, and then just keep that ball rolling. Get the name first, and then look into it depending on the type of business. What do I need to learn? But get started, because I'll speak from personal experience. I'm someone that gets a lot of ideas, and I attribute that to the fact that most of my family is engineers, and especially where we come from in India, main business is just finding ways to create products that people want, making machines in my case, my family's case. And although we don't do that stuff here in Canada, but it's kind of passed down. It's passed down. It's been there since the very first day I could remember just doing anything. So I just, I get all these ideas and then I lose track of them and they're gone. So act on them. I've noticed that the less I act on these ideas, the less they come to me. So now I try that regardless of how much I can, I'm gonna do it. And this is the step number one. Just putting myself out there, getting comfortable talking to the camera. Before, this is me almost like a couple years in of just getting around a camera. Before, I would be talking like this. So anyways, looking at the camera screen, that's not how it works. Eye contact, that's what works. And overall, I've progressed. So it's important to always keep the ball rolling. When you have an opportunity, you have an idea, anything, keep it going. And does that work? I can't read it. I'll just read it. You guys saw it. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. That's what we're trying to get to. So don't think, act. Well, you gotta think too, but act more importantly. And if you're one person that does that, just acts, takes action, I don't see how anything in the world can stop you. So keep going. That's my thoughts on this. It's important to keep the ball rolling. Be Sisyphus. Keep pushing that damn boulder. Don't just think about it, do it. Because in the mythology, he was cursed to do it for eternity, but in real life, you only have to do it until that one day that people call overnight success, that boulder balances. That's it. That's the beauty of human beings. So take action. That boulder will balance itself, but you just gotta keep trying and trying and trying. Just don't think about it, do it. Boom. You gotta go and this is a note to me, future you, one that's editing. Get less of the rambling. Try and make scripts from now on. Have a bunch of ideas come together. Otherwise, good job. You're killing it, bro.